If we do not use the bracket notations correctly in the complex formulas that we use, then we might end up getting some wrong output. Hello all, welcome to this tutorial on understanding the bracket notation and how we use that in R and Python. Surprisingly, or rather no surprises, here also Excel, R and Python have very similar bracket notations. Okay, before we get started, I hope you have already saved your previous files for R and Python accordingly. So for example, in case of Python, in case you are getting to see here as untitled, just click on this and give a proper nomenclature and give a name in such a way that after 10 or 20 days, when you have more and more files, even just by looking at the name of the file, you know what to expect in that file. Similarly for R as well. And yeah, I have also added a comment here, steps to calculate interest. This is just for me to understand. Even before I go through the next few lines of code, I know what to expect once I read this comment here. Okay, now let's get started with the bracket notations. So let me start off with another comment here. I would say Fahrenheit to Celsius conversion. Okay. Now we all know the formula C divided by phi is equal to F minus 32 divided by 9. And if we bring C to the other side, it becomes into phi here, right? Now this is how we convert if we already know what F is. Now for example, let's say Fahrenheit, FAH is equal to 100. Let's keep it as FAH. And let's keep this as CEL, denoting Celsius. So if we know that Fahrenheit is 100, what should be the value for Celsius? And the formula is F minus 32, Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 9 into 5. Now we have not put any brackets here. So if I just run this, if I execute the line for Fahrenheit, which is 100, and now I execute this line for Celsius, it gives me the value as 82.2. And we know for sure this is not the right answer. So just to ensure we have the values correctly incorporated, we have to put the bracket notation correctly. So Fahrenheit minus 32 divided by 9 into 5. And once we click the run button, now we have Celsius as 37.7. So there's a mild temperature for that person. He has to take care of his health. If we try to run this in Python, it's exactly the same. And if I just type print CEL here, it will give me 37.77. Once again, I just did a plain copy paste because the code in Python and R for arithmetic operations is exactly the same. Okay, now let's try to solve a few problems in Python and R. Let's start off with Python here now. Let's try to find the volume of a sphere and a cylinder. Now some of you must be wondering, you're moving off from Python, from coding to mathematics. Not fair. Let's say the radius is 5. What is the volume of a sphere? Try to code on your own and try to come up with your own answer. But yeah, in another 2 seconds, I'm going to start my coding here. All right. So volume of a sphere. Now, if I want to write a comment here, I can very well put a comment. I would say volume of a sphere. And let me say the radius is equal to 5 millimeters. So volume of sphere is equal to 4 divided by 3 into, so right now since we do not know how to use pi in Python, there is a function that there is an option in Python as well to use a pi, but since right now we have not learned that, let us use 22 divided by 7. 4 by 3 pi into r cube. So r cube is going to be like this. It's ideal to put this in the bracket. Now let's try to see what is the volume of the sphere. Print vol sphere. And it is 523.809. I hope you got the same answer. All right, now to find the volume of a cylinder. Volume of a cylinder. say r is equal to 5 and h is equal to 10. Of course, I have not mentioned anything of that sort while asking you to solve this puzzle, but I just wanted you to focus on how to apply the formula here. Okay, so volume of a cylinder will be Paul cylinder equal to pi r square h. So it will be 22 divided by 7 into r. So this is going to be square into h. Again, it's just to be on the safer side. If you're not sure which is going to be preceded, which is going to be calculated first, it's always better to keep a few things which you feel should be calculated first in the brackets. So that is bracket notation. So in Python and R, we only have bracket notations with this curly braces. We cannot use this, at least in the case of solving arithmetic problems, we cannot use any other bracket notation. The curly braces, the square brackets cannot be used here. All right, now let me print the volume, print vol cylinder, and it gives us the value as 785.71428. I hope you have got the same answer. And now let me just, to save time, let me paste it here, and let me paste the volume of cylinder as well over here. All right, now if I execute these 3 lines, select them and click the run button. So volume is 523.809, and in case of volume of a cylinder, if I select all these and execute, I'm sorry, I'm clicking the wrong button, run, and it says 785.71. All right, so this is how we use the bracket notation. So the formulas that we have used so far have been quite simple. Uh, no complex formula running into multiple lines. It's a single line formula which all of us are familiar with, that we studied in our school days. All right, so this was all about bracket notation. In case you have any questions, comments, doubts, feedback, please do share them on the comment section. See you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much.